अगर अमित शाह जी को भी नोटिस जाना चाहिए था, तो ऐसे तो जब राहुल गांधी ने कहा था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है चौकीदार चोर है, तो राहुल गांधी को ही माफी क्यों मांगनी पड़ी? नरेंद्र मोदी को भी नोटिस भेजता सुप्रीम कोर्ट कि भाई आप चोर हो कि नहीं ये बताओ। ऐसे नहीं चलता, जो एलेज कर रहा है उसके पास जाता है एलिगेशन, द बर्डन ऑफ प्रूफ।
Absolute foolish analogy. I mean, I don't agree with the analogy at all.
Secondly, I'm sure the strengthening of democracy is very safe in Mr. Pawan Khera's hands, because when Lal Singh, who was then in the BJP, and he organized a rally in support for the Kathua rapist, it was Mr. Pawan Khera who said this is outrageous, and it was Mr. Pawan Khera who welcomed him when he joined the Congress. So let's not talk about democracy and morality.
Absolutely, because he was doing he was being loyal to his party. When he was with his party, he was being loyal to him.
Right.
Are these journalists also in the BJP? I want to ask them. He's a politician. He was with that party.
Right.
He was doing what his party wanted him to do. Nothing wrong in that.
Right.
Well, Pawan Khera ji, in the spirit of democracy, my only request to you is, people disagree in a democracy. Everybody can disagree, but my way or the highway should not be the Congress's view. That can be my humble
there is
request.
No my way or highway. No, I'm sorry, Navika. This is the way I express my disagreement is by not cooperating with you in your mission to poison this country. I think that right I have, and I will continue to have that right.
Well, Sanjay Jha.
Pawan, this is Sanjay here. I want to tell you that I'm very positive that this trend will hold. Yeah, lovely to talk to you here. And Pawan, one of the things I want to publicly say actually, that you and Supriya and Jairam need to be congratulated for running a brilliant digital campaign, which was funny, witty and sharp, and which I think has impacted a lot of people across the length and breadth of this country.
I thought you would also tell him that how fair we are to you. How fair we are to you when we discuss and debate the issues at hand. I thought you would also tell him
I will add that point. Pawan, we can talk about this offline, but I'm of the firm opinion that no matter
we will talk about it.
Yeah, we will talk about it. No matter what we feel about certain sections of the media being
Sanjay, we'll
hostile.
Meet for coffee, and we can invite Navika also for coffee.
Well, in which case the suspension of Sanjay Jha is it going to be revoked very soon? We'll look forward to that. Let bygones be bygones.
We are in a live-in relationship.
Self-inflicted suspension. We never suspended him. He's always a congressman.
Well, this is news. This is news. Congratulations, Dr. Sanjay Jha. You have suspended yourself. I'm going to call you.
Suspended yourself?
I am going to call you Congress Neta from today. And you know, we have very fair debates in this studio. Pawan Khera ji, कभी यहाँ आकर तो देखिए
जी।
ये वो जो गुजरात वाला एड है ना, मैं
हम पहले आए थे, बहुत आते थे
कुछ दिन यहाँ गुजार कर तो देखिए, यहाँ बहुत फेयरनेस मिलेगी। आप हाँ पधारिए हमारे टाइम्स नाउ के स्टूडियो में।
गुजरात का अब तो गुजरात के ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनना बंद कीजिए, हम आ जाएंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, Pawan Khera, for being a sport and for joining us on this broadcast on Times Now. मुझे तो लग रहा है कि ये जो नंबर अच्छे आए हैं, मूड थोड़ा सही हो गया है कांग्रेस पार्टी में।
एक तो अच्छा हुआ कि कम से कम इस बहाने से अपोजिशन को अब डेमोक्रेसी डेंजर में नहीं दिख रही।
नहीं, कुछ कह नहीं
सब अच्छी चीज।
Also joining us this morning is Shehzad Poonawala. Shehzad Poonawala, I want to see your expression. Can we have Shehzad on the screen, please? Because you know, right now Pawan Khera is smiling a lot more than I can see you smiling.
No, Navika, I'll just tell you that even though I am the spokesperson of the party which is going to get a third term, I was waiting for the last 20 minutes for an opportunity that you will give me to spar with Pawan Khera for the first time. He would be democratic and not a chui-mui, and he would have taken some questions. But having said that, Navika, I am very happy for three things. Firstly, आप लोग गोदी मीडिया नहीं रहे. Secondly, आज EVM की अग्नि परीक्षा खत्म हुई. और थर्डली मेरे मित्र संजय झा को सस्पेंडेड केवल लॉजिक में रखा है, अब कांग्रेस में सस्पेंडेड वो नहीं है, केवल अपने लॉजिक से सस्पेंडेड है। तो इन तीनों चीजों की खुशी है, परंतु सबसे ज्यादा खुशी ये है नाविका कि अभी 11:30 बजे नहीं है, 11:30 12 बजे तक आप देखेंगी कि जिस प्रकार से ये जो ट्रेंड्स सॉलिडिफाई हो रहे हैं, मैं केवल एक ही चीज चाहता हूं कि पवन खेड़ा अभी भी आपके रिपोर्टर के आसपास होंगे, उनसे केवल इतना पूछ लीजिएगा कि 12 बजे ईवीएम को गाली बकना शुरू तो नहीं कर देंगे ना? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना कि नाविका को 12 साढ़े 12 बजे
उन्होंने पहले ही कह दिया देयर आर नो गारंटीज, देयर आर नो गारंटीज। उन्होंने पहले ही इसका संकेत दे दिया कि अब बोल रहे हैं पूरे रिजल्ट आने दीजिए फिर तय करेंगे ईवीएम अच्छा है कि नहीं। पर एक बार ओवरऑल पार्टी स्ट्रेंथ में देखना चाहती हूं, एंड लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू माधव. Madhav, if you can tell us all India, NDA is at 304, India is at 210. Can we see the party-wise breakup of the BJP in the NDA and other alliance partners, and similarly for the India alliance?
All right, we'll try and
all
get
India.
That, we'll try and get that number for you. But Navika, in fact, if we can try and break this down at least state-wise, I think you need to go to the other slide there, the other window there, and then we can perhaps try and compare this when it comes to the different parties and the different the shares that we're looking at. We're looking at still the number of about 6. I think you've only taken a particular portion of it. If you go to the home,
let's go to the main
thing. If you go to the home, you will get a better picture. All right.
Yeah.
We go to the bigger one. But
let's stick to the states. Let's stick to the states.
Go to the states and go state by state. I think one of the states we're looking at is Odisha. Yeah.
Wait, just to take care of our viewers, right now I'll give the Election Commission's breakup of the India. अभी Election Commission बहुत पीछे नहीं है. Election Commission has declared 516 leads of 543. In that, BJP is 223. The Telugu Desam party is 15. NDA ally, just we'll take the count. The second NDA ally, Janata Dal United, is at 12. So that's 27. The Shiv Sena of Mr. Shinde is at 6. So 33. The Lok Jan Shakti party is at 5. So 38. And you have the Jan Sena party at 2. So 40, you have the Rashtriya Lok Dal at 2, so 42. You have the AGP.
All right, let's
Padmaja is showing the live figures right here.
This is what our live figures show. 2019, of course, the figures you already know. 2024, all the leads right now tally up to 301 for the BJP.
No, that's NDA.
For NDA, sorry, not BJP. 301 for NDA. 212 for India and 30 for others. This is as far as the leads of our live figures is concerned. Of course, going through the state-wise, I think the biggest story still remains Uttar Pradesh. This is the map compared, and I think the bigger story, over to you.
Yeah, this is another very important state, and it's
so
interesting to see.
I'll just break it down now. I got the breakup. Of those 301, 46 is NDA allies.
Okay.
So 255 is the BJP.
255.
255 and 45, that's
now
the
it's
breakup.
down to
And there are
300.
about 30,
In the
and there are 30
it's
seats
down
left
to
to go.
300, 213.
Yeah,
And there are 30 seats left to go.
255 and 45.
One at a time. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So let's look at this particular state. This is Odisha that we're talking about. Just look at how the numbers were stacked up earlier and how they are at this moment. At the moment, BJP at 16. This is huge because BJD is down to 2, Congress is down to 3, and huge implications for the assembly as well, because it's not just the western and northern part of the state, Jay, that the BJP has done well. It's been across the entire regions of the state that the BJP has made massive inroads, and this could perhaps have implications for the assembly as well.
Actually, now this is a telling on the so-called controversy of Mr. Pandian as the successor of Mr. Patnaik. Coastal Odisha, as you look here, was normally assumed to be a stronghold of the BJD. It retained it in 19 also. BJP has actually taken coastal Odisha. That's the real story.
Let's look at the neighboring state of Andhra as well, if you can quickly open that up, because that's going to tell a story as well, because that's one state where the NDA is hoping to do well. Do the numbers really add up at this point of time? Let's quickly take a look at that, because this 302, of which a large number are allies, would be from the state of Andhra Pradesh. And look at the numbers over here. The YSRCP at just 4, the BJP plus at 21. So the TDP-BJP alliance appears to have worked on ground.
Absolutely. 15 to the Telugu Desam, 4 to BJP, 2 to Jan Sena. 6 to the allies, 15 to the BJP.
So before we only talk about the big figures, there are some very key seats which also we must focus on, which will give us the larger story of what is happening. For example, Barmer. What is behind the Congress's performance in Rajasthan? In
1 minute before you go to Rajasthan, because the Uttar Pradesh map is open, I just want to say in Uttar Pradesh, at least 13 of the seats, 15 of the seats where Samajwadi Party is leading is less than a 5,000 vote lead. Can things change? Will things change? We don't know. And, those 15 seats, which is 15 out of 39, if there is a lead of less than 5,000 votes, things can change. But also, an update that I want to give our viewers is the Odisha Assembly update.
Can I
and
add one
in
for
the
Amethi?
Assembly,
Amethi, Kishori Lal Sharma is leading by 15,000 votes right now. KL Sharma is leading by 15,000 votes ahead of Smith.
I want to give you the Odisha Assembly leads. BJP leading on 50 seats and BJD, Biju Janata Dal, leading on 30 seats, Congress on 6 seats. These are the assembly elections in Odisha. So BJP getting a lead in the assembly as well as in the Lok Sabha in Odisha. Will the BJP be able to make the shortfall in what's looking like a very tough battle in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan with the seats?
Out of the 40 seats of BJP is less than 5,000 votes.
Okay,
So 15 in the case of Samajwadi Party and 9 in the case of BJP.
In
This
UP.
is early counting.
It's still
Basically
early
early counting. That's
And let me take a quick look at Punjab as well. And this is, in fact, something which is a setback for the BJP because last time it had contested in alliance with SAD, down from 2 to 0 as per these trends. Aam Aadmi Party at 3 and Congress managing to hold on to 5 seats. 5 others. What are these 5 others? This is the Akali Dal we're talking about over here, Jay.
I seriously don't know.
Amritpal Singh?
Yeah, this could
He's
be
leading.
Because-
Very dangerous.
Yeah,
So
these are the other
state-
Akali
The state wants Amritpal
These
to
are
win.
other Akali
The state really wants Amritpal to win so that he leaves the insurgency and comes into mainstream. So the
State as in who?
state, as in the central government, wants
Why? I
Amritpal.
thought the state
No,
would
no,
be
no,
the
no, no, no.
Maan government.
No, the IB. The IB wants Amritpal to win so he can get
I
out.
don't think
This
so.
is what is being spoken. This is what's
Sir,
being spoken.
this is what is being
No,
floated
Yeah,
that the
floated.
RSS is supporting Amritpal Singh.
Not RSS.
The
The
deep state
IB
is
that
supporting no.
leads. I'm just-
But 2 seats I want to point out.
And there was a polarized election. Wouldn't BJP be picking up some seats? That's not happening.
Because BJP has no scene in Punjab, but Amritpal, the IB's played a role, is the conspiracy
But
theory.
there are 2 seats which we must focus on.
Well,
Not only Amritpal Singh, but the other dangerous seat is where Sarabjit Singh Khalsa, who is the son of the assassin of Indira Gandhi, is actually got a huge lead from Faridkot. This is where Hansraj Hans has been fielded by the BJP. He faced massive protests and there are 3 separatists or pro-separatist people contesting and all 3 of them leading right now in Punjab.
Worrying for Punjab, but let me also give you an update in Maharashtra. And Padmaja, if you can show those leads on the screen, the MVA, I'm told, leading on 28, Mahayuti on 18.
So we've got, according to our numbers, we've got ulta.
Okay,
We've
it's
got
the other way round.
20%.
Okay, all right, sorry.
I'm telling you, Navika, Maharashtra is going to be minimum 32 seats for the Aghadi because there is a huge pro-Uddhav Thackeray wave, and I have said it in the morning to you. The Sharad Pawar NCP, which is the Asli NCP, the Congress and Uddhav have fought a brilliant campaign. They have campaigned together, they have campaigned for each other, and people have really not liked that very unseemly, unsavory demolition of the NCP and Shiv Sena by the BJP.
Shehzad Poonawalla, please respond. Oh, he seems to have left. Harshvardhan
मुझे
Tripathi.
लगता है 30+ एनडीए किसी भी स्थिति में रहेगा और एनडीए के जो एलाइज हैं बीजेपी के वो अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत साफ साफ दिख रहा है। आंध्र प्रदेश को छोड़ दें तो देश भर में एनडीए अपने एलाइज को, बीजेपी अपने एलाइज को अपने कांधे पर लेकर चल रही है। महाराष्ट्र में भी वही होता हुआ
In fact, Maharashtra में सबसे ज्यादा if somebody the pressure is on Eknath Shinde, because what Ajit Pawar I think has got 4 seats that he is contesting, and 4 seats is going to be pretty easy for him.
But
BJP is winning most of its seats according to what I was.
So I don't see this as a bad result for BJP because BJP last time had 23. They've retained it. They might be down to 22.
Yeah, so they are retaining the seats that they are fighting.
It's Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar. Now I told you this. That
Mostly Eknath Shinde.
no, but Ajit Pawar's wife will win against Supriya. The rest Ajit Pawar will also lose. But what's been, and I don't